Hey, Ice Angel, it's time to learn some magic, he said. Okay, I spoke. We did the magic and then it was time for the Avengers to go back to America. I was sad, but they said when the entrance exam comes around, they will be seeing how I'm doing. I smiled and hugged each of them. They waved goodbye and headed to the jet. I looked at my dad and he smiled and I smiled at him. Then Sis came home from school with father and Pa right behind beside her. She smiles and the jet headed to America. Did I miss your train again, brother? She said. Yeah, but I got the Thor hammer and Captain America's shield to represent me as their successor, and I think Hawkeye and the others left boxes for me to open in the trading room. Let's go, I said, Ryan, with my sister. We got to the trading room, and indeed we saw boxes for me. My sister smiled, and we went to the boxes. And I opened the box and found that Natasha lent me a suit that matched her style but immense. I opened the second box and it was a staff like Loki. And I smiled and took it out in the box, and it was a suit as well. I took it out as well. I then opened the box the Hawkeye left, and it was his suit and arrows. So the bow was the one that was wrapped. I unwrapped the bow and saw it had my initials. I smiled and opened the box Wanda left me, and it was a male outfit of her suit. I smiled and opened the box Captain America left and saw a suit like his. I then opened the last box that was for me and from Hulk, and it was a cool science set and a suit of awesome armor for when I get UA. This this stuff is so cool, said Melissa. I know, sis, I spoke. Dad smiled and helped me put the stuff in my room. I went to bed and I smiled. I looked outside and I said, I hope you guys can hear me, but thank you. I then fell asleep and dream about the future and know what I will be as a pro hero. How much Provo? I am happy my friends picked Tony as their successor. I'm so happy that he finally gets to use something that is not his quirk. I looked into my son's room and who had a smile on his face and looked at and saw Mr. Nye having his quirk activated looking at our son. Is there something in his future bothering you? I asked. No, I'm just happy that he will have lots of lovers, answered Nye. Oh, I spoke. How many I spoke? I can't tell you, he spoke. I just have to find out, I spoke. Yes, he said. Come on, not a little hint? I asked. No, he spoke. Why, I spoke, because that would ruin the surprise, he spoke. Fine, I spoke. I left him to keep looking at my son, and I smiled knowing he loves our son in his own way. He looked at where I went the other way. I went to my room and fell asleep. I just hope I can love Tony more than the others, I spoke in my mind. I closed my eyes and fell asleep, then something in and me went to the place with the other users a one for all. And the others other than the one all than the ones all the ones who are alive and dead. All might take a seat, said the first user a one for all. I looked I took a seat and they all looked at me at each other. All Might, have Tony ever used One for All yet in his life? Said the sticky user of One for All. No, he cannot and will not use One for All, I spoke. And why is that? Said the third user of One for All. I don't want him to be scared of using his powers because of what? Of the abuse he was in, I spoke. That will be fine, All Might, but please let him use his powers, said Bnha. I will when he is older or when he is in danger. He is only 15 now, I spoke. That will be fine with us, All Might, said the first user. Goodbye to all of you, they said. They all said. I left and was back in the room I sleep in. I went to Tony's room to see him still asleep. I went to him and kissed his forehead. He smiled in his sleep. I then back to my room and fell asleep looking at the pictures of us as of the family I wanted. Shania's Provo. When I went to see what All Might was doing, I found him standing at the door of our son's room. He was probably doing his daily checks on him. And since we got him, I walked behind him and then saw that I should use my quirk on him. So I did, and what I saw shocked me and put a smile on my face. He had lovers with him, and when he was older, I smiled and kept my quirk as going. I don't know why he was looking at me. I smiled and he was shocked because I never smile. Is something in his future bothering you? He asked. No, I'm just happy he will have lots of lovers, I spoke. Oh, he spoke. How many? He asked. I can't tell you, I spoke. I will have to find out, he spoke. Yes, I spoke. Come on, not a little hint, he spoke. No, I spoke. Why? He asked. Because that will ruin the surprise, I spoke. Fine, he spoke. He left me looking at our son. I knew he was smiling because I can feel him smile. His smile. I looked at where he went and went the other way. I went to the kitchen and on the first floor and to get something to drink before I bed. I opened the fridge.